Hello, everyone. Today we're making a classic no-bake tiramisu. This dessert turns out incredibly delicate, airy, and very delicious. And it's really not difficult to make. Let's get started. First, we'll prepare the cream. We'll need 3 eggs. Carefully separate the yolks from the whites. Try not to get even a little bit of yolk into the whites. This will make it much easier to whip them to stiff peaks. A small tip, since the eggs in this recipe are not fully heat treated, it's better to use pasteurized eggs. Set the egg whites aside for now and transfer the yolks to a large mixing bowl. Add half a cup of sugar to the yolks. If you prefer moderately sweet desserts, use a little less sugar. Now beat the yolks with the sugar until the mixture is light, airy, and quite fluffy. At first, the mixture will be bright yellow and fairly runny, but gradually it will become noticeably lighter and increase in volume. Take your time. Well-whipped yolks will help make our cream especially delicate and airy. Look, the mixture has already become much lighter, smooth, and fluffy. This is exactly the result we need. Now take 9 ounces, 250 grams, of mascarpone cheese. We'll add the mascarpone gradually in several stages. Add about 1/3 of the mascarpone and gently mix with a spatula until almost smooth. Don't rush and don't mix too vigorously. Our goal right now is simply to gently combine the ingredients and keep the delicate, creamy texture. Add the next portion of mascarpone. Gently mix again. From time to time, run the spatula along the sides and bottom of the bowl so that no separate pieces of mascarpone remain. And add the remaining mascarpone. Once again, gently combine everything. Look at the beautiful texture we're getting. The cream is smooth, thick, and very delicate. Now let's work on the egg whites. Transfer the 3 egg whites to a separate, clean, and completely dry bowl. Start whipping. You can begin at a low speed, and once foam appears, gradually increase the speed. Continue whipping the egg whites until stiff, stable peaks form. This will take a little time, so don't rush. As you whip, the egg whites become denser and airier. It's very easy to check if they're ready. When you lift the beaters, there should be clear peaks that hold their shape well. Now the consistency is exactly right. The egg whites are ready, and now we'll gradually add them to the cream. First, add about 1/3 of the whipped egg whites. Gently fold them in with a spatula. Lift the cream from the bottom of the bowl and fold it over the egg whites. Now add another portion of the egg whites and continue mixing more carefully. There's no need to mix for too long, otherwise we may lose the air we just whipped into the egg whites. Add the last portion of the egg whites, and once again, gently combine everything. Take your time. A few calm movements with the spatula, and the cream gradually becomes completely smooth. Now everything is ready to assemble our tiramisu. Take 3/4 cup of chilled coffee. I add 2 tablespoons of rum to the cooled coffee, but alcohol is completely optional. We'll also need about 9 ounces, 250 grams of ladyfingers. Also, prepare a rectangular dish. Take the first ladyfinger and very quickly dip it into the coffee. Ladyfingers absorb coffee very quickly, so there's no need to keep them in the liquid for long. Place the cookie on the bottom of the dish and continue in the same way until the entire bottom of the dish is covered. Now spread about half of our cream on top. I first distribute the cream in small portions over the entire surface and then gently smooth it out with a spatula. This makes it much easier to get an even layer without moving the coffee-soaked cookies. There's no need to press down hard on the cream. Just gently spread it over the entire surface from the center toward the edges. Look, we have a beautiful and even layer. Now we'll make the second layer of ladyfingers, but here I use a slightly different method. I want the second layer to be a little less moist. This way, after chilling, the tiramisu will hold its shape better and will be easier to slice. So first, I arrange the dry cookies closely together directly on top of the cream. And now I carefully brush coffee onto the surface of the ladyfingers using a pastry brush. Now spread the remaining cream on top and gently smooth it out with a spatula. Try to spread the cream all the way to the edges of the dish so that the layers look beautiful and neat when sliced. That's it! Our tiramisu is assembled. Place the tiramisu in the refrigerator for at least 4 hours, or preferably overnight. And now our tiramisu has chilled well and we can finish decorating it. Just before serving, dust the tiramisu with 2 to 3 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder using a small sieve. Look how delicious it turned out. Now let's cut a slice and see what our tiramisu looks like inside. The rich flavor of coffee, the light aroma of rum, creamy mascarpone, and the slight bitterness of cocoa work beautifully together here. And the best part is that we didn't need an oven at all to make this dessert. If you enjoyed the recipe, be sure to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. And let me know in the comments, do you like tiramisu? And do you add alcohol to the coffee for soaking? Thank you for cooking with me. Enjoy your meal, and I'll see you in the next video.